After my daughter was born far too early, I did what anyone desperate and scared would do. I grabbed my phone and sent a message to the family group chat. Just a short plea, we're in the NICU. Please, pray. My hands were shaking when I hit send, waiting for that flood of love and support I thought was guaranteed, but the first notification wasn't prayers.it, wasn't even words.it, was my aunt. 3 photos popped up, her toes buried in Hawaiian sand, a pina colada balanced in her hand, and a glowing sunset stamped with #BestViewEver. That was it. No, how's the baby? No, are you okay? Just a highlight reel of her vacation. And the worst part? Nobody else followed up either. Not a single soul. A month later, I was still basically living at the hospital. I had a corner table in the cafeteria that felt like mine, same spot, same bitter coffee, same ache in my chest. That's where I was when it happened. I picked up my phone and the screen lit up, 84 missed calls. My brother's name over and over. And one text sitting at the bottom of the stack, answer. This is bad. I'll come back to that. But first, let me tell you about the day that carried me through every lonely night there. 5 days after my daughter came into this world, a nurse leaned down and whispered the words I'd been craving, "You can touch her now." My heart nearly stopped. For 5 endless days, I had sat behind glass, watching her tiny chest rise and fall in rhythm with the machines. She weighed just 2 pounds, 4 ounces. Her skin was so translucent I could trace the map of her veins with my eyes. No book, no class, no doctor could ever prepare you for that. People think childbirth ends with tears of joy, a baby placed in your arms, a flood of family photos, congratulations buzzing your phone. For me? It was alarms shrieking, tubes hissing, and me sitting in silence, holding my breath so I wouldn't disrupt the fragile rhythm keeping my baby alive. And I was alone. Not figuratively. Literally. Alone. No parents rushing in. No siblings offering to sit beside me. Nobody. At first, I made excuses for them. Maybe they were waiting for the right time. Maybe they thought I needed space. Maybe they were on their way. But deep down, I knew better. I had typed it plainly, we're in the NICU. Please pray. Simple. Honest. Desperate. I stared at the screen after I hit send, ready for my phone to light up with love. Instead, I got Hawaii. I wanted to scream. To hurl my phone across the room. But I couldn't. My daughter needed me steady. If she was fighting to breathe, then my job was to be the anchor holding everything in place. She didn't need my breakdown. She needed my strength. And what gutted me the most? Realizing this wasn't some one-off mistake. My brother, who I once drove 5 hours to rescue after a breakup left him stranded, didn't even ask how we were. My cousin Liz, who had sobbed on my couch for weeks after losing her job, who let me cover her rent not once, not twice, but multiple times, stayed silent. Even Aunt Brenda's daughter, who had lived under my roof for an entire semester, finding herself, never checked in. Days turned into weeks. The hospital became my world. My husband was across the country in Oregon, tied up in a work contract that came with steep penalties if he broke it. He called constantly, but he carried this heavy guilt in his voice. I lied through my teeth, told him I was fine, that I was managing. But the truth? I wasn't. I was eating cafeteria food, showering in the family center.